The next question is from Maxim. Valeriy Viktorovich, what would be your comment on the recall of the US ambassador, John Huntsman Jr.? On August 20th, the New York Times reported, Trump is going to name the US Deputy Secretary of State, John Sullivan, as the new ambassador to Russia. A senior administration official said, should his appointment move ahead, Sullivan will face a hearing in the Senate. Trump confirmed that Mr. Sullivan could very well be his choice for ambassador to Moscow. What does it mean? Clintonism is losing? Street protest tactics cancelled?
No, the situation is slightly different. An ambassador to Russia is more than ambassador. Russia is the key point of the world. The one who controls Russia will control all key processes worldwide. In other words, he or she will control the globalization process. The American country elite had full structural control over Russia in the 1990s and still conducts structural governance through America's lackeys over Russia today. The American elite don't want to back down, and on top of that, it is committed to stage a state coup in Russia, to overthrow Putin and split Russia into sovereign, souvenir states. Russian resources will sustain the US for some time. So let's have fun like there is no tomorrow. And there will be no tomorrow if those plans of the American country elite come to the realization, because that would destroy the civilization on the planet. For that reason, there is no chance that the US country and global elites will find common ground on that base, and the global elite will take pity on the country one. This is about life on the planet Earth. And that is why the American country elite is sentenced to a full-scale extermination, and all America's lackeys inside of Russia will be exterminated on a first-priority basis. What is going on? Any ambassador, would he be 100% loyal to Trump, and the global agenda has his roots, his own life? The American country elite looks into those roots, into his life, to establish a connection with this person. It is like in Russia, let's say a person got a position in the federal government or somewhere lower level, and that is it. Oh, I have such and such connections with him. I have such great contact with him. I can reach him through another person. Here is the situation. Let's say a person 100% loyal to Trump has been appointed to a position. What does the American country elite do? It starts to work on establishing a connection with that person, to include him on their agenda. Accordingly, the country elite demonstrates its interest, exposes channels that were used to make a connection, starts putting pressure on him. So the person now works for both the global and the country elites. There is a balance. Each elite pulls him to its side. If and when that balance of powers shifts towards the country elite, that person is being recalled and a new person is being assigned. The country elite should start all over again. It doesn't mean that the country elite has won, but it means that the global elite has to work in severe conditions. Huntsman's substitution doesn't make any difference for America's lackeys in Russia. They all will be terminated. They are dumb and don't understand that they should work hard to the best of their ability to save Russia. And the spectacle with Russian flag that they did will come back to bite them later. The past must not be defamed, must not. You spit into the past, it will backfire.